Man, Knight Roboto is looking good, guys. Look at that. The Knight armor is sick. They need to put Female Slayer in right now. Still isn't better than Ferris, though. Alrighty, guys. Hey, yo, what is up, guys? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFO PvE. We're going to be continuing our playthrough on my Crusader. You guys can see I'm level 30 now, and if you guys look at the dungeon, this is only 2 rooms. This is actually an interesting dungeon called the Hero's Catacomb. It's a dungeon that keeps getting longer and longer every time you go into it. The episodes are like dictating how long the dungeon is, but so we'll be here a couple runs. But guys, we are level 30 on my Crusader. Got tons of skills, and that's one of them that I really enjoy. It is before it used to be designed almost exclusively as a defensive skill. You just set up the wall, and it's you know, it has HP bar in its own, and enemies cannot walk through it. So it's actually a really obviously useful skill for that reason. But you can also do a lot of damage, just like my highest damaging skill right now. So I'm spamming a ton of the. Actually, I have the buffs as well as this, and then using the spear to kind of keep them in place and to stand them back up, and then keeping the combo going like that. So you can see on my hotkey bar at least, S, D, F, and G are probably the only skills I'm really using on the Crusader. Methodically, you know, the cooldown on those are quite long, and I got a unique Zumbato here. Cooldown on that are rather long, so you gotta, like, you know, try not to miss with your attacks, but it's not too hard. They got a lot of AoE, but mostly it's those skills after I cast all of my buffs right now. I got a Wisdom buff, Rising Emblem buff. I also got the Revenge of Light. That's what's the lightning damage. That's a massive one. Strike I get actually level 13, which I believe gets exponentially stronger for Crusader. All the other priest subclasses, the Avenger and the Monk, only get this level 10, so I'm trying to max that out. I'm still not seeing it that useful, but it's okay. Mostly my biggest damage coming from Revenge of Light here. And I didn't want to get all these. These are your buffs, Crusader skills. You know, this whole skill tree is like healing and stuff, but I did want to get the Divine Invocation because that actually gives you strength and int, so just straight up damage. So it's a good buff to get, even though these might be kind of useless. Aside from that, guys, we're not going to be picking up these healing skills like the Heaven's Harmony and the Slow Heal and all that. All damage, baby, on the side here. So, but like I said, the Crusader is a little bit, you know, like methodical. He doesn't really have too many skills he can spam. He just has the few that he can spam, and you know, you're supposed to do that as efficiently as possible. But guys, we got a few quests. I'm going to go pick them up right now. Alrighty, guys, now that we have an idea of how this dungeon works, we're just going to go ahead and go retry it, and this time we're going to do the full dungeon. This is the basically all of the rooms, and you guys will get to see all the bosses as well. I think now that we've completed pretty much all the quests for this region, we have the bosses that we fight are randomized. So this guy is crazy. That guy right there that we just killed is like a crazy psychopath because he can summon like this giant star that will insta-kill you. I've never seen a boss where it forces you to grab him, because if he gets that attack off, he will kill you. No joke about it. So it does like a big screen AoE, but you can clearly see he's casting it. You just got to grab him, otherwise you're gonna get fucked. Easy as that, guys. So, luckily for us, if the bosses are just the mini bosses right now, they don't have a lot of HP. So hopefully we can get through the tough ones now before we get to the final boss. I don't know which one's gonna be. So. It's different from the last time we did this run, or I did this run. This one is a problem. You don't want to get stuck in its AoE. You gotta wait until this little shield comes off, and then you can finally damage them. So get wrecked. One cool thing I'm gonna show you guys after this room real quick is that, well, not cool thing. It sucks that this is necessary, but you guys can look. My HP is pretty much full. My MP is a problem right now. I don't know. All of the pre-skills get a skill called the Painful Rapture. It's this one that's right here. Basically allows me to consume a little bit of my HP to recover my MP, and that's what you're going to see me doing a lot with the Crusaders, because he's the tankiest class there is, and oftentimes you find me at pretty much full HP, even though I'm not using any heals or anything like that. And I'm just going to compensate that by using a high-level Painful Rapture to basically convert some of that MP or HP back to MP. So it's not entirely necessary since I got a HP recovery here, but it will be later on. So especially if you're playing Crusader, guys, I cannot suggest that skill enough because of that little bonus that it does too. Or survivability. It reduces the need for potions because oftentimes you are at 100% HP, or you know, high enough that you can easily compensate that conversion. So and, you know, if you got heals, I guess that I didn't do the math, but I don't know, you might be able to get more HP back if you heal and then Painful Rapture. You might be able to recover yourself pretty easily by using less MP than you use, or less HP than you even use to recover the HP. So I don't know about that. I'm not a buff Crusader, so but you could try that out. Definitely a skill you need on this class because you use a ton of mana on this guy. Even a few skills. I think last recording I did, I used all my buffs and casted a few skills. I was at half mana by the second room. It was just painful to watch, but it takes a good chunk of HP out. But like I said, pretty appropriate recovery of MP. So this guy, I feel like it's the true final boss of this region. This is Elven Knight guy, or Fairy Knight, who doesn't yet know he's dead. So he can't get knocked down, so you can do some pretty sick combos to him. At least I can. And it's usually the case. If there's an enemy that doesn't get knocked down or staggered, you know, he gets staggered a bunch, so you can just use any skill you want. You're gonna do maximum damage. But anyway, guys, there's the full Heroes Catacombs. I didn't really explain any of the bosses, but you know, I made short work of them, I'll tell you that much. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a little bit of how the Crusader plays. You know, very few skills, but definitely spammable. Uses up a ton of mana, so Painful Rapture is probably the biggest tip I can give you for Crusader. If you don't have that skill, I think you might be messing up because you're going to be using way too many potions when you can just kind of play around with your HP and MP. Just keep recovering that. So right there, you saw humongous recovery. It'll last me a little while. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.